Let's talk about this comment. I know I said that I was going to make one last video and I'm never responding to that video I made again, but this is actually a good question and it's coming from like a genuine place, unlike all the other troll comments that I'm getting. Let's talk about it. I'll be 25 starting med school, but I really want to do MD-PhD. Only thing that's driving me away from it is having to wait all 8 years to start practicing. Would you advise going through with it, or is it wiser to do research in med school and residency instead? So let's start off with the fact that you're totally right. You don't need a PhD to continue doing research as part of your career as a doctor. I think my best answer to this question comes down to what kind of research do you want to do. For a lot of people who pursue MD-PhDs, their PhDs are in some kind of basic sciences. A lot of people do things like immunology or cell bio. I'm doing mine in informatics. If you see your research more in that basic science realm and you see yourself being a PI, having a lab, advising PhD students, and all of that stuff, then I would say that going for the MD-PhD is worth it, and I would advise you to go for the MD-PhD. On the other hand, if you see your research to be more clinical in nature, like you want to run trials, you want to do clinical research, then I would say you can go without the PhD and just do an MD and do research during medical school and residency. I will say also that whatever route you choose, you are allowed to pivot. Like, you can decide that you want to do an MD and not do basic sciences, but then realize later on you actually want to do basic sciences, so then you do a research fellowship instead or some kind of postdoc. Or you could do an MD-PhD in the basic sciences and realize later on you actually want to do clinical research, and that's fine too. My point being, whatever you decide to do, you are allowed to pivot. Like, you're not committed to that one path forever and ever. Some of the things I personally find beneficial for me in my situation is that the MD-PhD is fully funded and I also get a stipend. In addition, I do like having that career flexibility of being able to choose like how much I want to practice in the future versus how much research I want to do in the future. I would say that the best path for you ultimately will come down to what type of research you envision yourself doing, as well as what type of career you envision yourself having in the future. Good luck!